protect the innocent.
Good afternoon and welcome to the latest episode of Tom Talk Live, Making Video Interviews Great Again edition. I want to do a Tom Talk shout out to the Town of Newton Police Department, proudly serving the Town of Newton since 1910. This premier law enforcement agency is dedicated to effectively delivering equitable and impartial enforcement of laws and ordinances to protect human life, property, and to preserve the public peace. They do so lawfully, ethically, within resources, and without unnecessary risk. In accomplishing their responsibility of protection and enforcement, the members of this agency protect constitutional guarantees, promote crime victims' rights, and respect human dignity. For more information on the Newton PD, please visit newtonpolice.org today. The Town Council had their reorganization last week. We congratulate John Paul Coos and Michelle Teets on their new terms, and we wish Mayor Helen LaFoy and Deputy Mayor Matt Dixon great health and success in their new positions. Plans are underway for the Sussex County St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday, March 8th, 2025. In the last episode of Tom Talk Live, we had the King of Construction, the Duke of Demolition, the Prince of Permitting, construction official Joe Budo from Hardiston. Today, we continue our flagrant attempt for high ratings, social media influence, and a lifetime of unlimited pet adoptions by speaking with our favorite new police chief, Joseph Dianabal. Great to have you on our special 1-hour program today, Chief.
Why, thank you.
Tell us, exactly what do you do for a living?
Well, I am a law enforcement officer with the Town of Newton. I am currently the police chief, and I don't know if you want to roll into the second one.
How long have you been in this position?
But I have been in this position since November of last year, so a few months now.
And what did you do prior to?
So prior to this position, I was a lieutenant with the Newton Police Department. I oversaw the vehicles. I was the support service lieutenant, which also does the building and grounds. I oversaw 2 squads. But prior to law enforcement, I think that's where this question is really going. I worked for the Newton Road Department. I did that right out of high school, and I'm proud to be a lifelong Newton employee.
And how did your upbringing impact the choices you made with your education and career?
Well, my upbringing, I had a very hardworking family. They owned several delis, and my parents were always hard at work, trying to balance life, and I took that to heart, and I think it made me who I am, being a hard worker, and I think that's about it.
If you could go back in time and give advice to the younger version of yourself, what advice would you give and why?
I would say always trust yourself, trust your gut, have some hesitation, but always move forward.
What do you consider to be your greatest life or career achievement?
My greatest career achievement would be reaching the role of police chief. My greatest life achievement would be marrying my wife Joanna and raising my daughter Meadow.
If I could give you a do-over, what would be the one project, life decision, or choice you made that you would do over, and why?
That's a tough one. I have had a blessed life. Taking every day for granted, is definitely something to look at. But if I could change something in my recent past, I would say to get my daughter into the sport that she's in, which is field hockey, earlier, because it would have made this process a little easier.
What was the most challenging experience you went through in your life, and how did you persevere?
Well, the most challenging thing I went through in my life, it's a little personal, but I will share. Losing a parent at a young age taught me life's not forever and it's short, and live every day like it's your last.
All right, let's talk organization. Tell our viewers what a typical day is like for you in the police department.
Typical day. Wish I had a typical day. I would say coming into work, first thing I do is read our shift end reports. That is a report that is compiled by the supervisor of the last shift. Any notable cases, concerns, or issues are documented on this report. It is a report that we can reflect on to see if there are any things that need to be followed up on, whether the detectives need to look at something. Checking emails. I get a lot of emails and suggestions and things that need to get done. I do have two great lieutenants who take care of their areas of responsibility. I always meet with them to see if they have anything that needs to be brought to my attention. And kind of seeing what else comes in.
Tell us about the current client base of your department. Who do you serve?
The client base of Newton, we have about 9,000 residents, give or take, in the town of Newton. We have 4 schools. We have the county college, the hospital, a couple large businesses in town. And we have some great people in this town that we serve, and I do feel like Newton is a very unique town. That we're all kind of family here in the town of Newton.
And what are the department's top priorities when it comes to ensuring public safety?
Well, the top priority of mine is we do have a younger department, so my top priority is to ensure that the junior or younger officers are well trained and they have the resources that they need to perform their jobs, and in turn will ensure the protection of people of Newton.
Since you started with the town, how have things evolved in the world of law enforcement?
They have evolved. I remember typing complaints on a typewriter. So technology is, that's on the forefront of pretty much the world, definitely in law enforcement. We now have body cameras and car cameras and license plate readers and just the internet in itself, information sharing, and it's definitely a more connected community within law enforcement, which I think is good. And I think that provides a better product to the communities.
Are there specific outreach programs or partnerships focused on engaging with the youth?
Yeah, we have, we just reenacted our school resource officer, I believe it was last year. That is a big benefit to have. The kids that interact with him day to day in the schools, even through speaking with my daughter and her friends, it's definitely a connection that was needed. But we also we partner with the Center for Prevention and Counseling. We have the TAG program, which is Think, Act, Grow. Sometimes, as with everybody, juveniles sometimes make poor decisions and learn from things that they do, and that program assists the police in diverting some juveniles to observe their consequences in a different way. And I think that is a good program.
How Excuse me. How does the department engage with the community to build trust and maintain open communication?
We have our website. We have an open door. We will never turn anybody away for any reason. We have a good group of officers that, in responding to calls, they're not just there to answer the call, they're there to really interact with the community. We're at all different types of events. We do Coffee with a Cop. During Newton Day, we're always there. Any of the parades, our officers are always willing to talk with anybody's concerns.
What do you think makes Newton a great place to work or volunteer?
Well, the town of Newton, I haven't left, so I definitely am rooted in the town of Newton. It's definitely a good place to be. I can't say anything more about the town of Newton. It is such a good community. Everything is here. You really don't have to leave.
Mm-hmm. What's your vision going forward, and what improvements do you hope to see in the coming years?
I would like to get some more technology into the department. I would like to get some license plate readers. We have a drone program now, which is fantastic, and we're always looking to add to that. It does provide our community resources for us to provide them a service and give them safety.
Are there other law enforcement agencies that you admire or follow? Who inspires you?
Sussex County is very unique. I just came from a chief's meeting. We are a very connected county. We all know one another. We share services, like I just mentioned with that drone program. If anybody calls us, we will send our drone to whatever town that needs our help. And I know that if I call any other department in the Sussex County, that they're here for us. It is a good group of people that we have. We're all like-minded, and we're all here to help each other. So they all inspire me.
All right, some fun questions. If aliens landed in front of you, and we know they're real, in exchange for anything you desired, offered you any position on their planet, what would you want and why?
I would say I would want to be one of their pilots. Because they must have some pretty neat spacecrafts.
Fair. If you had to be shipwrecked on an island, all your human needs were all taken care of, what 2 items would you want to have with you and why?
Well, I would think survival wise, I would need a lighter and an axe.
All right.
Or I would say my wife and my daughter, because if I'm going to be stuck there, they're going to be stuck there with me.
All hands on deck. I understand. What is your favorite place to grab a bite to eat or relax in Newton?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know if I can nail that down to one.
All right, go ahead. We have an hour.
We have some great pizza places. Paco, Dominic's, Mi Rancho. I think it would just have to be one of them.
Do the circle.
Do the circle.
Okay.
Do the circle.
When you're off duty, what hobbies or activities do you enjoy to unwind? New questions.
Well, when I'm off duty, my life is pretty much sitting at field hockey with my daughter. And those relationships that I have fostered there definitely lets me relax and think about something else.
Sure. Understood. Do you have any hidden talents or skills that might surprise our audience?
Yes, I do like to draw.
Interesting.
I am a woodworker. I build furniture, and I have a wood shop at my house.
What is your favorite police movie or TV show, and how realistic do you think it is?
I would say, hands down, The Wire. That was based out of Baltimore. I think that time that the show was out was a good reflection of investigative techniques that were being used at those times. I think that was very accurate.
HBO.
HBO.
Is there something on your bucket list you're still hoping to check off?
Get my daughter into a good college
Fair.
and prosper in her sport of field hockey.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
I would say both.
Why? Why?
I don't know. I love dogs,
Right.
and I still have a cat.
Interesting. What's your cat's name?
My cat's name is Mason.
After George Mason University? No. Or the jar?
After the street that I grew up on, Mason Avenue.
Things you learn. Favorite cartoon?
Scooby-Doo.
Favorite food?
Steak.
Favorite movie?
Top Gun.
First or second one?
First.
Favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
I asked you which one, right? But we don't have to go that far into it. Favorite sports team? See where this goes.
I honestly don't have one.
Wow, that's interesting. Not one?
No, I stopped watching sports a few years ago.
Right.
Before then, I would have to say Dallas Cowboys.
Oh. Sorry. Favorite musical band or act?
Sublime.
Tell us what you love about the town of Newton.
It is my home. I take that to heart. I am born and raised in Newton. I'm proud of Newton. I have fond memories of this town growing up, and lifelong friends that came from this town.
All right? I lied, it's not an hour. Thank you, Chief, for being a good sport and legendary guest on Tom Talk Live. That's a wrap. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram for further updates on Town of Newton events, happenings, and more. See you soon. Russo out.